everyone, welcome back. I'm Di, and today I'm sharing with you all of the fragrances I've warmed in my home over the last couple of weeks. I am a Scentsy fragrance consultant, so some of the fragrances you'll hear me talk about today can be found on my website, which is linked down in the description box below. So over the last couple of weeks, we focused on Magic Candle Company. So Magic Candle Company is a company that has their fragrances inspired by Disney parks, resorts, and things like that, snacks. Though I don't partake in the scents that have to do with snacks, they do have several fragrances that are inspired by the snacks that you can get on Disney property. So I had an order that I had made, I think at the end of last year, if it wasn't the beginning of this year. I'm pretty sure it was towards the end of last year, that I had to make because I needed to stock up on one of my favorite fragrances from them. And there were a bunch of new fragrances since the prior time that I had ordered. So I went ahead and purchased some of those, but I hadn't melted any of them. So as you know, my daughter's been going through our collection, reorganizing and taking inventory and things like that. And she specifically requested that we work on this because she was really interested in several of the fragrances in that order. So we went ahead and focused on Magic Candle. I went through my entire collection of Magic Candles, so you'll see everything that I have, but we also went through a bunch of Scentsy. And so those are the two companies that I'm going to talk to you about today. We're going to start off with Magic Candle, so let's just get into it. I noticed also in the newer packaging of the Magic Candle that they've changed some of the names and the packaging, not the packaging like the actual container, but the picture on the wax. So some of these I think I've talked to you about before, and some of them I think are renamed also, but were fragrances that I've had before. So this is a new one to me. This first one we're going to talk about, this is Vero Beach. This is featuring top notes of petitgrain and bergamot, middle accords of neroli and jasmine with light sandalwood base. This one was really nice. I believe this is one of the resorts. It is very heavy on that citrusy floral, which I love. We did this one in our open concept, and as you can see, we only use these top two. So this is what the wax looks like. It's in sections like this, so you're probably able to see it a little better here. It comes with a small, or I should say a small piece and a large piece per section, and then the middle is one giant piece. So when we do full open concept meltings, we do one of these sections per warmer, because I have two warmers in my open concept. This wax performs really, really well. It is a softer wax, almost as soft as I would say a scoopable is, but it is hard enough that I can handle it with our hands for a little bit before it starts getting too messy to put into the warmer. So this is a really, really good fragrance. It's probably one of my favorites at this point. It was really, really nice that day. You know, I love my citrusy scents as well as my floral scents. This one comes off with kind of an orange blossom scent that's very strong, and I really, really love it. So this is a really good one and a new one that we tried. Another new one we tried is Flying Over the Pines. So this features notes of fir needle, rosemary, pine forest, cedarwood, pine bark, and sweet musk. So this is inspired by Soarin', or the ride Soarin'. I'm not sure exactly which iteration it is, but this kind of is supposed to be reminiscent of when you're in the ride flying over a pine grove or forest or something like that. This is a predominantly tree type scent. Unfortunately, the tree oil that they used in this is not my favorite. So we did 1 cube in the bathroom in the mini warmer. Again, really good performance. It's a nice pine fragrance. It's just not my favorite. So I don't know that I purchased this again because I feel like I can get this particular type of pine fragrance from several other places, but it is a nice pine scent. I've got On the Boardwalk, which Boardwalk is the hotel that we stayed at when we went to Disney World 3 years ago now. If you're interested in seeing my vlogs from that trip, I will try to link it in the cards here or down in the description box below. But we really enjoyed our stay at the Boardwalk, and as a DVC member, we did get a 1-bedroom suite, and it was a really, really nice hotel, really close to the parks, very easy to get to any of the parks, and so I definitely stay there again. But in any case, that was a side tangent. This one says On the Boardwalk features pleasant notes of marine air, cool breeze, lavender, bergamot, sea minerals, green tea, sweet clover, aloe, fresh florals, driftwood, amber, musk, and sea moss. So pretty complex scent, and the Boardwalk is on the water. This one is a really, really nice, fresh aquatic scent. You know how much I love those. Just really, really nice. Definitely one of my favorites. Definitely reminiscent of the time we spent there. And we did travel by boat to Epcot quite often because Epcot is my favorite park when we do go to the Disney World property. And so, yes, really, really enjoyable. I would definitely buy this one again. And it is another new favorite. I have Horror Nights here, which is kind of reminiscent of the time of year. And so this one says it features a blend of ozonic notes, aquatic notes, and musk notes that recreates the familiar smell of pyrotechnic fog to perfection. So this one, yeah, I didn't like it. It does smell kind of like pyrotechnic fog. I feel like there's also like a kind of really dark floral, but it's very, very light. And yeah, I would say that it definitely kind of evokes what it means to evoke, that feeling, kind of eerie, dark time of year, but this is not going to be one that I repurchase. This one is from my previous haul, though. We did stock up again. Sea salt and H2O. So this is reminiscent of the toiletries that they provide at the resorts or on Disney property. It says, let soothing memories of your vacation wash over you with our magical infusion of sea salt and H2O, creating a refreshingly distinct oceanside scent. So this smells exactly like the shampoo. Yes. It's very, very fresh, very kind of an iconic smell. Like when I think about staying at the resorts, this is what I kind of have that scent memory to, because the toiletries there do smell like this. So this is definitely one that we repurchased. Very, very good scent. And we ended up finishing this clam. But like I said, this was from my previous order. This one is also from our previous order. This is the Orleans. So its fragrance features a sweet and subtle blend of jasmine, violet, and gardenia with a sparkle of lemon zest on a dry down of vanilla. So this one is really nice as well. It's fresh, kind of green. It's nice. I don't necessarily need to have this scent again, but if I needed to add to my cart for any reason, being if they were having a sale, you know, buy two get one free or whatever, then I would pick this one up if I didn't have interest in anything else at the time. But it is a really, really nice scent. I'd probably pick up one here and there, but it's not going to be like a regular purchase on my rotation. Another one from our previous haul. This is Animation. So this says features fresh slices of apricot, peaches, and green mangoes. This one's nice. It's a really like fruity scent. Again, though, it's kind of evoking of this time of year. It's just a nice general fruity scent. There's nothing really special about this particular scent to me, and I've got no like connection to this scent either. So this is not going to be one that I would purchase again unless, I needed something to bulk up my order. But it is a nice, fresh, summery fruit scent. Again, from our previous order, this is Banshee Flight. We did finish this one off. This is inspired by the Flights of Passage ride at Animal Kingdom. It says it features top notes of apple, melon, orange, and bergamot. The heart blends lavender and bois de rose, leading to a base of woody violet and musk. So this one is nice. I will say it is not my favorite of the kind of Banshee Flight inspired scents from other vendors, but it does come in a close second. I would say that the Banshee Flight scent from Dessa's Homespun Scents is probably my favorite rendition of this type of scent, but this one is really good as well. It kind of has that fresh aquatic smell, kind of tropical, kind of maybe foresty vibes, but it doesn't have what I dislike about this type of scent, which is a dirt smell. It does not have that dirt smell, which makes this one so much better for me. I don't really care for a kind of dirt or even like a wet dirt type smell. This one though, very, very good, very fresh, and is definitely a repurchase. Really enjoyed that one. Here's a new one. This is Key West. So this says it features notes of creamy coconut, passion fruit, guava, pineapple, banana, melon, and grapefruit. So this one was really nice. It's very tropical summer fruit scent. Coconut heavy. It kind of evokes that sunscreen smell to me. The coconut leans that way. Still a very good scent though. Again though, not probably going to be on my regular rotation of pickups, but it is a nice scent and I did enjoy it while it was melting. We have Splash, which is reminiscent of the Splash Mountain ride that used to be. It is now Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I've only ridden the Splash Mountain ride once, and it was enough that I didn't feel the need to ever ride it again, but my daughter has been on it several times. In any case, this one captures the excitement of a fun-filled day of classic water rides and notes of damp air and musty bromine water. So this definitely has that aquatic, fresh scent that you associate with water rides. It also has a kind of wood note, which kind of reminds me of the ride vehicle itself, right? And it just definitely smells like a water ride to me. It doesn't necessarily take me to Splash Mountain because, like I said, I've only ridden Splash Mountain once and I was a kid when I rode it. But this is definitely one that reminds me of other water rides that I've been on in my life. And we do enjoy this scent, so I would repurchase that. Has another new one. This is Flying Over Fiji. Again, going back to the Soarin' ride. This features ocean breeze with notes of apple, melon, orange, bergamot, lavender, and bois de rose, leading to a base of woody violet and musk. So this one is a really nice fruity floral scent. It kind of is giving me like hotel vibes, even though this is supposed to be Soarin'. But it still has a really nice kind of elegant smell. Not necessarily one that would remind me though of Soarin'. I don't ride Soarin' often, even when I do go to the parks. But a really, really nice scent. And I need to melt that one a little bit more before I decide how often I want to have that one in my rotation. Here's a repurchase. This is Norway. We were completely out from our previous order. So this features a fresh floral perfume scent with top notes of watermelon and ozone, middle notes of muguet, and base notes of wildflowers. So this is reminiscent of the perfume that you're supposed to be able to get in Norway For whatever reason, when we were there in 2023, it completely went out of my mind that I wanted to pick that up when we were at Epcot. And so, unfortunately, I wasn't able to even go and smell it because I completely forgot about it. But this is such a nice scent. It's fresh, a little bit fruity, a little bit floral. Just a really, really nice one. And like I said, this was from our new purchase. So the previous one, we used it all. And the label has changed. So this is actually a much nicer label, I think. And I really enjoy it. It's definitely one that's going to be a regular in our ordering from Magic Candle. Another one that has a new label. This is the Magic Cruise line. I think I have another cruise inspired scent in here, and one of them is the cruise scent that was in my previous haul, which we used all of, but I can't remember which one it is. So this one features notes of fresh sea salt, Italian bergamot, palm water, sweet orange blossom, cool agave, warm amber, and sweet musk. So this one is not the other cruise line scent that I had ordered previously. It is a really nice fresh scent though. I would say as far as the type of scent though, this is kind of more of a relaxing, kind of a softer scent. This one definitely kind of smells more like you're having a nice relaxing vacation kind of vibe. It's nice, but I think I prefer the other cruise line scent over this one, so I probably won't repurchase this one, but it is pleasant. The other cruise scent I have, I think, is this one. This is Castaway. So it features an elegant blend of soft floral notes with salty highlights, accompanied by crisp ozone notes of sea salt and a calming touch of jasmine. So I think the one that I was trying to replace was this one. Yes, this is definitely the one that we had that was the cruise line scent in the previous order that I had made. This one is much of a more bright, fun, happy kind of fresh scent that you kind of think about the excitement of a vacation. I've never been on a cruise. Disney cruise is something that I definitely aspire to have sometime in my life. But this one is definitely the one that I would purchase as far as the cruise line scents. Again, this was a repurchase scent, but the name has changed. So now it's called Castaway. We have Beach Resort. So this was also in the new order. Features a watery green floral permeating the air with a bouquet of fresh jasmine, lily of the valley, and ylang, and finishes with a light dust of cedar trimmings. So this one is nice. It definitely has those hotel vibes. Just a really nice kind of complex scent, but very pretty. Again, though, it's not something that I think I would have like on a regular rotation. It would be one that I'd be like, oh, you know, let's try some of that again type of thing. But it is a nice scent. Again, from the new order, this is Floridian. So it features a watery green floral permeating the air with a bouquet of fresh jasmine, lily of the valley, and ylang, and finishes with a light dust of cedar trimmings. Doesn't that sound familiar? And both of these scents are the same. So that's definitely something that you need to be aware of when you're ordering from Magic Candle, is that several of the scents have the same exact scent notes. So let's give this one a smell and see if it's any different. I didn't notice it when we were melting. I do feel like that is exactly the same. Yep, it is. So you can see by the usage that we had used this one in the smaller bathroom because we only used the 1 cube. So that was in the mini warmer. And we ended up using this one in the larger bathroom. So we have a full-size warmer in there, and so we use one section like this. Same scent. So I obviously don't need to order that for a while, but definitely something that you need to make sure when you're going through the Magic Candle Company scents that you check the scent notes before you order and do not make the same mistake I did. Okay, another new one. This is Skyway, so the transportation that you can take while you're at the Disney World Resort area. Features fresh air aroma with notes of cool breeze, ozone, citrus, fresh florals, clean musk, and water lotus. So this one is nice. It is very fresh and clean. I've never actually ridden on the Skyway. I wanted to, but there was just so much stuff to do. So if we ever go again, I do want to try to ride it. But yes, it is a very fresh scent. I would purchase this one again, and I would make this part of our regular rotation. The Skyway kind of reminds me of the Sky Buckets that they used to have at Disneyland. I used to love those when I was a kid, but obviously they don't have those anymore. In any case, we've got Pirate Life, so this is a repurchase for me. The label has changed, and I quite like this label. So this says, embark on a swashbuckling voyage with the ultimate pirate-themed fragrance featuring a blend of damp ocean air, fresh rain, and salty sea breezes. So obviously this is reminiscent of Pirates of the Caribbean, which used to be my favorite ride at Disneyland. And this definitely has, again, that classic water ride smell. This also kind of smells a little bit woody, but it also has like an additional scent of cannonball smoke to me, which is pretty prominent in this scent. It does definitely remind me of Pirates of the Caribbean. I will say, though, I think between this one and the Splash scent, I prefer the Splash. The cannonball smoke is just a little bit too heavy for me, but that doesn't mean that I won't repurchase this scent. I do like it, but I prefer the Splash scent. Another new one for us, this is Japan Pavilion. So this one features blooming cherry blossoms infused with magnolia and rose, with subtle hints of cherry, tonka bean, and sandalwood. My daughter really enjoys cherry blossom scents. Obviously, we enjoy the Japan Pavilion quite a bit. We spend quite a bit of time there every time we go to Epcot. And this is a really, really nice cherry blossom scent. It's perfumey. It doesn't have that really heavy, musky scent. You even get like that fruitiness of the cherry, like a fruit cherry. It's so good. This is definitely joining our regular rotation of scents that we order from Magic Candle. Really, really enjoyable scent. And then we have Destino. So this features top notes of effervescent grapefruit, peach, pineapple, cassis, Meyer lemon, and juicy Brazilian orange. Middle notes of rose, jasmine, muguet, ylang-ylang, and herbaceous thyme. Base notes of sandalwood, sheer amber, and exotic musk. So this one, again, was from the new order. Is nice. It's really nice. It's got so many scent notes. But you put those all together and I really get like a nice, like clean, effervescent citrus scent. A little bit of a perfuminess. And it's just like a really light and a happy scent. It's a really nice one. I actually really enjoy this one. I like it much better than the other scents that I was talking to you about, the beach resort scent. This one I really, really like. That and the boardwalk are probably going to be my two kind of Disney hotel scents that I like the most at this point. Really, really nice scent. And I enjoyed that quite a bit. And then my favorite of the Magic Candle Company scents is the Polynesian Christmas scent. So this features top notes of pineapple nectar and Hawaiian cypress, middle notes of pikake, jasmine, neroli, and base notes of fresh juniper and fir balsam. So this is very kind of reminiscent of Destination Wax's Christmas in Jamaica, which was my favorite scent of theirs. They're no longer in business, unfortunately. But this one, really, really nice. Lots of pineapple and pine. Just a really, really nice scent. It's a little bit reminiscent to me of my favorite Yankee Candle scent as well, which is Magical Frosted Forest. And that also has pineapple in it. I would say this is closer to Christmas in Jamaica than Magical Frosted Forest, but it gives the same type of vibe. And so I definitely stocked up on this. I did also purchase a candle, which I had melted or burned. I think it was like in December, if not in January. I really love their candles. It's Woodwick in a tin. I need to purchase more candles from them because I really enjoyed the candle that I have of Polynesian Christmas. And again, my favorite scent, we bought like 5. 5 of these and a candle. I love it that much. So I'm pretty stocked until we get to the end of the year this year, which I will definitely need to put in another purchase to buy more of these. But they're always coming out with new fragrances as well. I've seen quite a few that have caught my interest lately in the emails that they send out. And so I'm definitely going to have several other scents to choose from the next time that I place an order with Magic Candle Company. But that's all of the collection that I have of Magic Candle Company, all of the scents that I have in my collection at this point. I really, really enjoy their product. It performs really well in my house, and I just really enjoy melting it because there are some scents that really take me back to vacations that we've had or experiences that we've had at the parks and things like that. So highly recommend their product if you're a Disney fan or just want to try some of the scents that I talked about today. And so yeah, that's all of the Magic Candle Company wax I went through. It's now time to go through some Scentsy, so let me put the Magic Candle away and I'll be right back. Okay, we've got a little bit of Scentsy to talk about. So we melted some glorious grapefruit. This is a very, very strong grapefruit scent. I love it so much. It's so clean, very zesty. I really probably should take this out of my club because it's just grapefruit. But it's a grapefruit that I really enjoy. It's not too stringent. It's a good mixer. And I do quite enjoy mixing this with any pine type scent especially. But I do like it on its own as well because it's a different type of clean citrus scent. And so, yeah, it's still in my club. I enjoy it. We melt it. And so, for now, it's staying in my club. Really, really enjoyable scent. I did some sparkling magnolia in my bedroom in my Polar Panorama melter. This was a Mother's Day scent several years ago. It has this color. Normally when it comes, it's like this color, like a lavendery color. It's now green, but it smells amazing. This, when it first came out, was so light. I literally had to melt the entire bar to get any kind of fragrance. This right now is perfect. It's been sitting. I guess I gotta wait till it turns green before it performs well, but that's okay with me because this did amazingly in my room. 4 cubes, just a really gorgeous magnolia scent, and I enjoy it a lot. In my club, obviously. We did Moana Spirit of Motunui. So the movie comes out, or it came out yesterday as of the day I'm filming this. We do have plans to go see it. We really, really enjoy this scent. It's like a fresh, aquatic, watery melon type scent. It's so good, and it's such a good performer too. And so we finished off this clam in the open concept area. Honeymoon Hideaway is a newer addition to my club. It was from an Out of the Vault club, I believe. This one's really nice. It is a really nice perfumey floral scent. It is a light performer. I wonder if I need to let this sit as long as I let my sparkling magnolia sit, though. This is a really like stark white wax bar. It performs well enough for me in my bedroom that I don't mind it being a light performer. And I can use like 4 or 5 cubes because the Polar Panorama will take up to 5. And I get a good performance with a large amount of wax. But I really enjoy this scent, and it's definitely one I'm keeping in my club. So really, really good scent. I'm glad I had the opportunity to put that one in my club. We did some Hey Tiger Lily out here in the open concept area. This is probably one of my mom's favorites. It was a scent of the month. It is a citrusy floral scent. Very, very strong. Enjoyed this a lot. It's definitely one of our favorites in this house. And like I said, it's probably my mom's most favorite scent. We did Summer Sippin', finished off this clam. This I didn't care for very much. It's a strawberry kind of lemonade type scent. That's kind of what I smell. But this one, unfortunately, has a plastic strawberry scent for my nose. And if you haven't been with me for a while, a lot of strawberry scents smell like plastic to me. It's very rare that I come across a strawberry scent that doesn't smell like plastic. So when I find those, they're very precious to me. This one smells like plastic. So not the best experience, but I don't have any more of that. So I'm glad that's done. Mahalo Coconut, I also did this one in my bedroom. This is one of my favorites. It is in my club, no longer available. This is what I consider a Hawaii hotel lobby scent. It kind of takes me to that place. I did grow up in Hawaii. I was born and raised there. It has all of the smells in it that I really enjoy. I don't smell coconut, which is pretty funny. I smell just like gorgeous tropical florals. I love it. Absolute favorite. Glad to have that one in my club. We did some Zoinks. This was the Scooby-Doo collab scent. I am considering taking this one out of my club. It is a fruit kind of drink type scent. It's really nice. I just don't know how many of this type of scent I need. So I'm kind of going back and forth between this one and the Alice in Wonderland We're All Mad Here scent, and seeing if I can separate myself from one of those. So we did melt this one. I enjoyed it a lot, but I also enjoy We're All Mad Here, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these, but really, really good scent. Enjoyed that very much. We did some White Amber and Silk in the smaller bathroom. This reminds me of traveling at the airport with my grandfather. It kind of reminds me of a specific section of the airport, which is not the airport that is the wing that you fly into now when you fly to Hawaii. It is in the old wing, and I swear, like right outside the duty-free shop, it smelled like this. It's kind of what it inspired from me when I smelled it the first time, was a memory of walking through the airport with my grandfather and passing by that big duty-free store. I can't let this one go because my grandfather is no longer with me, so all I have are memories, and it definitely is one of those scents that reminds me of him every time I smell it. So really, really love this scent. It's kind of a smooth, almost coconutty, fresh type scent. Really, really nice, and I enjoy that one a lot. We did some Go-Go Mango, and this one, it reminds me of our vacations to Disney World in 2023, because when we went there, this was the scent that I brought with us to scent the hotel room. We did some pods, and I really, really enjoyed this scent while we were there. So now every time I smell it, it reminds me of that vacation. Such a good scent. I will say that this does not smell like fresh mangoes to me. It kind of has a almost mango candy type scent, or maybe a mango drink type scent. but not fresh mango. It's still a really good scent, though. I enjoy this one a lot. And it's in my club. Cherry Vanilla. This was a winter type scent, I believe. This is like red cherry and white chocolate, which isn't actually vanilla, but it's such a good scent. It is a creamy cherry scent. Very, very strong red cherry scent. Such a good one. Enjoy it a lot. Definitely in my club. We finished that one off. We did some Cinderella Happily Ever After, which is a gardenia, forget-me-nots, and lemon, I believe, type scent. It's really good. Very perfumey. Such a gorgeous, pretty scent. Enjoyed that a lot. We did finish this one off as well. Another empty, which is Iced Winter Mint, which was in the winter catalog. This is a really nice icy mint scent. It's not my favorite mint scent, though. So I enjoyed it while it was melting, but I didn't feel the need to keep it around forever, so I did not add it to my club. But it was still a really, really nice minty scent, and I enjoyed it. Here Comes the Sunflowers, which is in my bi-monthly club. It's such a nice scent. Sunflowers, I think there's some strawberry in there, but it doesn't smell plasticky to me. Either that or there's not enough of it where it's giving me that plasticky smell. But you do smell like a fruitiness in this floral. And just a really, really good bar. I enjoyed that a lot. Emptied out that clam. This one's my daughter's favorite. Empty clam again. We do melt this one full clam though when we do. This is Iridescent Pearl. It's kind of got that spa fruity scent. Because I think there's like lotus blossom or apple blossom and some like aquatic type note. It's really nice. It's a fruity kind of calming scent. Just a really enjoyable one. And we don't usually melt too much of this. In fact, we probably melt like a couple bars a year, but it is in my quarterly club. We should melt this one more often though, because I enjoy it. It's my daughter's favorite. We obviously melt it every year on her birthday, but I'm glad that she decided one day to go ahead and say that she wanted to melt that one. So yeah, we definitely need to melt more of that one because it is a really good scent. Oh, this one is disappointing. This is Big Hero 6, Would You Like a Hug? I tried and tried and tried to convince myself that I love this bar because I love these characters in this movie. I don't love this bar. So this bar, I believe there is like a toasted marshmallow note in it. And the toasted marshmallow note is just ruining this scent for me. Like I smell fruitiness, but the toasted marshmallow note smells burnt and plastic. So I don't know if there's also another type of fruit note in here that's adding to that plastic smell, but I just cannot get on board with the scent. I believe this was the last bar we had, so I don't think we have any more, but I'm glad that we finally finished that one and I don't have to try to convince myself that I love that bar anymore. We have another empty one. This is Water Lily and Bergamot. This one was nice. Yeah, kind of fresh and clean, aquatic, floral. All things that I like, but it just didn't tip over that, oh my gosh, I need to have that all the time for me. So I enjoyed it while I had it, but I don't believe we have any more. Alpine Escape. This is going in my room right now in the Polar Panorama. This is as close as I think I'm going to get to my adored Mighty Pine. Unless there's a surprise for me in the later round of Bring Back My Bar that I believe we're having this year. Because I think there's going to be around during winter time. I would think. But yeah. It's such a good scent. It's like a pine, fresh, eucalyptusy, kind of fresh air, a little bit herbally. It's definitely close to Mighty Pine. It's not exact, but it is close, and I love it. Very, very good performer as well. Empty Clam. Another Empty Clam, Rugged Mountain Rain. So we have this one going right now in the master bath. This one is nice. It's got that aquatic, fresh rain smell, but it's just okay for me. This wasn't like a quintessential, I love this rain type smell. It's like a fresh aquatic, which is nice. I enjoyed a lot, but I did not club this scent, so I don't have any more of that. Another Empty Clam. We did pretty good with our Scentsy. Wild Honeysuckle Willow, Bergamot Honeysuckle, and Willow. So this one was good. Very, very nice honeysuckle scent, but obviously there are other things in here. I prefer the Honeysuckle Dew, which is part of the Epcot collection. And I do have that one in my club, so I decided to not purchase any more of this and just stick with my Honeysuckle Dew, but it was a nice one and I enjoyed it. This one is also in my club, Disney Spellbound Symphony. Really, really nice scent. It's a fresh aquatic scent, but it's got something about it that really, really makes me say, I have to have this one all the time. It's such a nice scent. And so, yes, obviously in my club. We did a mix. I've talked about this mix before. We did Magnolia Linen and Key Lime and Grapefruit. Equal parts. Actually, no, this wasn't equal parts. I decided to use more Magnolia Linen this time, I believe. But yes, I really, really love this combo. It was inspired by a fragrance profile I saw online. I believe it's the Joanna Gaines candle, her signature scent. Had scent notes that were similar to this. And so I decided to go ahead and mix these since I had them in my clubs. And it's such a good, fresh, floral scent. Magnolia Linen is just a really, really nice, strong floral laundry scent. And then Key Lime and Grapefruit, a really strong citrus. More lime than grapefruit. But these two together, really awesome scent. It's clean, perfumey, just really enjoy this one. So if you've got these in your collection, definitely try them. I've done them equal parts per scent. I've done more Key Lime and Grapefruit with less Magnolia Linen. I just did more Magnolia Linen to less Key Lime and Grapefruit. And all of the combinations are really good. So definitely try this if you have components like this in your club, or have it available to you, and really, really enjoy this combo. It's definitely one that I have been doing a lot since I've paired them up the first time, and I just really enjoy it. Oh, the reason I joined the Scentsy Club program is Simply Rose. This is the best rose scent that is available to me right now. It is a red rose scent with a berry type finish at the back. It very much reminds me of the kind of red rose scent that Yankee Candle had come out with several years ago. Just one of the most beautiful rose scents ever. And I love it. I love it. So this is the reason I started my first Scentsy Club. It is the very first scent in my quarterly Scentsy Club. And I will absolutely never ever be taking this out. Such a good one. And we finished the clam. Very, very strong performer as well. And then the last thing I have is Paradise Punch. This one is such a good summer scent. It smells like high C fruit punch, which is the fruit punch that I grew up with, that McDonald's had. It just kind of smells like those childhood memories. It almost smells like there's a little bit of 7 Up in there as well. It's such a good fruit punch fragrance. And I really, really enjoy this, especially during the summertime. So really, really good scent, and I enjoy that a lot. So that's everything that I've been through over the last couple of weeks. So again, this is usually the time that I bring out my spinner wheel to decide what we're going to be focusing on in the next couple of weeks. However, like I'd mentioned earlier, my daughter's been going through our collection, reorganizing, inventorying, and all of that. And she had asked if we could focus on some Yankee Candle over the next couple of weeks. I have not made a Yankee Candle purchase in a long time. And truth be told, I am still mad at them for discontinuing my favorite fragrance. And I don't know that I will be purchasing very much from them in the future unless I find something that I really, really enjoy. But I've been looking at their releases and nothing's really caught my eye. So I don't really feel like I need to make some Yankee Candle purchases. But that being said, that doesn't mean that I should be ignoring my collection of wax that I do have from them currently sitting in my house. So we're going to go ahead and focus on Yankee Candle. I am looking forward to it. There are several scents in my collection that I do have. I will probably melt my favorite scent once during the time because I do have some, thankfully. But I know there are some scents in there that I like, but I don't know that I necessarily need to have them. So it's a good time for me to reassess my feelings about Yankee Candle, see if I can find some other fragrances that I enjoy from them as much as I did my Magical Frosted Forest, or maybe find a reason to purchase from them again. We'll see, but I'm excited to go through my Yankee Candle collection. It was my kind of very first home fragrance company that I've ever purchased from. I started my fragrance journey with Yankee Candle, and it does make me sad that I'm no longer wanting to purchase from them at the moment because I feel so hurt from them discontinuing my favorite fragrance. But maybe we'll be able to find something else that I can order from them, like seasonally or whatever, to continue my relationship with the brand, because like I said, it was my very first home fragrance company, and it makes me really sad that I haven't purchased from them in a while, and that they discontinued my favorite fragrance. So we'll see. I know there's some stuff in the section where I keep my Yankee Candle that I enjoy, so definitely going to enjoy going through all of that, and I'll be excited to talk to you about that in the next bi-weekly wax wrap-up. So let me know down in the comments below what you've been burning, what you've been melting, what you've been up to. Chat to me about your favorite fragrances right now. Have you been enjoying some new scents that you found recently? I'd really love to know. And if nothing else, you'd just like to let me know that you were here, if you could leave me something that reminds you of your favorite vacation down in the comments below, I would greatly appreciate it and it would really help me out. And that will do it for me today. So I hope you're all doing great. I hope you're all safe and healthy. And until next time, take care and smile always. Bye.